Let's see if we are live. I think we might be. I'm hoping that the audio is good. I'm just letting people know that I am starting up a stream. Let me know if you can hear the audio, if the camera looks okay, all that good stuff. I've been away for a while, so I hope that everybody's been doing okay. I've certainly missed streaming, so glad to be back. Glad to be back. Just be a few seconds of letting people know that I am live. Just sharing that around. I hope that you've had a good few days. Like I said, if you were at Adepticon, maybe we ran into each other and that was cool. Do let me know. Hello. Hello, Josh. Hello, Gurmudgeon. Hello, Rothian. Josh, you retain your crown. You are still first place. First to comment. I'm showing you right now. On camera is one of the things that I purchased. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for people to roll in because I said I'd start at 8. And it's like 7:49 right now. So we're gonna give people a couple minutes to get here. But I will show you, and you do, for being here early, you're getting to see one of the things that I purchased. Usually I transport my models in cardboard boxes, or whatever. But I've upgraded. We have battle foam now. Hello, Riley. Hello, Roz. How are you? I don't know if I particularly have talked about Minecraft, but I've certainly talked about Repo the Genetic Opera before. Can I just get a, can I get like a emoticon? Can we put like a cat head in the chat or something? Just so I know you guys can hear me. If that's cool. Any emoticon spam is gonna work for me. Just so I know that the audio is working. Cat, okay, good. Cat head, excellent, cool. Looks like we're good. Yes, somebody on Instagram asked if the night would be on the video, so I figured while people were rolling in, we could have some night content. Hello, Torrance. Welcome. Hello, Soda. Welcome. I think I said welcome to Brady, but I'm not sure. If I didn't, hello again. Josh, I like the screaming emoji that you chose. Hector, that is not real food, buddy. That is a knight. You can sniff him, but you can't eat him. So we're at a table where there's gonna be a lot of cat shenanigans because we're not at my usual desk. Because there's gonna be some stuff. There's gonna be some haul that we have to go through. So I hope you guys have buckled up and that you're ready. But anyway, yes, I have upgraded. I feel like my knight won enough hearts and minds to merit a better transport system. And it was actually really funny. This is a battle foam, pluck foam thing. I don't know what the actual product is called. But I wasn't sure if there would be something that would accommodate his little cherry stem, because it gives him extra height in a way that most knights don't have. So when I went over to the battle foam booth to see if they had anything that would fit, they pulled out a little tape measure and started sizing up Knight like he was at the tailor's or something like that to see if he would fit in his little box, and he does. Hello, Atomic Topher. Hello, Kraz. Hello, Lucius. Welcome. Yes, Topher, it is I, Fiverr, the artist behind the Strawberry Knight. That's me. As you can see, I have the knight. It's me. It's not a hologram. I promise. Yeah, there were a lot of ways that I could have packed up a knight. I decided for bin with a trash bag over it, and I just thought, you know, he deserved a little bit of an upgrade. So, we've got battle foam for him. We actually stopped at Dairy Queen on the way home, and I was like, I might need another spoon at some point. So I have another spoon that's just stuck in to the top of the foam, which is kind of funny. But yeah, this is the unweathered Dairy Queen spoon, just the raw plastic without any Achilles weathering. Achilles, my cat, helped me weather the previous one, or any paint or anything like that. And by weather, I mean he bit it. So, yeah. Once again, Josh, will not be doing a chicken night. I know you keep asking. It's not going to happen. I've told you this. No. It was really cool. People had a lot to say about my night. They were pointing out little details, like people liked that his knuckles were strawberries. They said nice things about the checker pattern. A lot of people said they liked the basing, which was cool. I wasn't sure if people were gonna really get that it was like kind of a checkered cookie pattern floor sort of thing. But, they seemed to. And that was cool. Everybody just had really nice comments to make and things like that. In a way that was pretty overwhelming, but we'll talk about that later. I know people want to see me get to the stuff, and it will just be about another 5 minutes for people to roll in. I don't want to start too early in case people had their alarms set for, like, you know, 8 on the dot. Yeah. And also apologies if my voice is a little strained or anything like that. I did a lot of talking, so... Aw, thanks, Kraz. I'm glad Graham liked it. That's so kind. Please tell him thank you for me. Josh, I know you're not asking, but I'm also just straight up telling you, I'm not doing a chicken night. I don't want to paint a night that looks like a chicken, or a night that's made of chicken, or a KFC night. There is no variety of night that is also chicken that I wish to paint. So you're gonna just have to move on to your next cause. Also, for frequent viewers of the channel who might be interested in how the Malifaux game turned out, I had a bet going with my friend Mark, who came all the way over from Ireland to visit me and go to Adepticon. And if I lost Malifaux, I would have had to paint a Nurgle model, and I hate Nurgle, so I didn't want to do that. And if he lost, he had to watch an anime of my choosing. So you might be interested in how those results went. And, oh, speak of the devil, look, it's Mark right here. I was just telling them about our Malifaux bet. Mark, fortunately for me, unfortunately for Mark, he's gonna have to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I am not gonna have to paint a Nurgle model. I have been marked safe from Nurgle this year. Of course I shall recount your humiliating defeat. 'Cause I won. And that, I mean, I don't have to paint like the Great Unclean One now. Hello, Andy. Welcome. Yeah, Mark did have one job. Excellent, yes. Give him all the shade. It's not my fault that he lost. I did say he can challenge me again next year, but I might switch the challenge to Necromunda because I'll talk about Necromunda later. I did get to play Necromunda and I really, really liked it. That's the TLDR of that, but yeah. Good stuff all around. We're about to go through the haul, but for any of you who had been eagerly awaiting the results of that Malifaux match, I won. I did good. I will not be painting Nurgle. Which is great. Mark had also grabbed a Nurgle model at one point to threaten me with, and it was real crusty and gross. I do not know what it was. Maybe if we're nice to him, he'll post it in my Discord server, which is free to join. Anybody who wants to can join us there. And you might get to see the Nurgle model that I avoided painting with my sick gaming skills. Topher, I don't know if Necromunda has a Nurgle faction, but dear God, I hope it does not. For Necromunda, I have Ashwaste Nomads. Kraz, Nurgle is both, Age of Sigmar and 40k. All of the Chaos Gods exist in both universes, at least to my knowledge. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Don't say that I failed you. I failed you by winning, by being triumphant. That is not a failure. That's a victory on my part. You can Chaos Corrupt Necromunda gangs? Oh, cool. Yeah, Kraz, they're like called Death Guard or something dumb like that, but 40k does have alright, the fifth god of chaos debate, you know, that's a whole other thing. We're not going there. My cat is trying to eat my knight. Yeah, so there's a lot of discourse we could get into about chaos gods and shit like that. But at least Nurgle, Tzeentch, Slaanesh, and Khorne all have both Age of Sigmar and 40k models. Hector is the 5th Chaos God, confirmed. Yes, Brady, I would attest to that. Alright, it is 8 o'clock. Who is ready to see the dumbass shit that I bought at Adepticon? Because I know I am. Well, I mean I was, because I bought it. Alright, so Battle Foam box is like the first thing that I purchased. We've got that out of the way. Let's start looking through some of the things that I got. Let's get into the stuff here. Let's start the haul. I'm just gonna fish some stuff out at random. First thing that we've got here, I've wanted one of these for a little bit. I don't know the exact model. They have a bits vendor that basically sells, like secondhand parts. So, this is this little chunky lad. He's got claws that go up and down so he can wave hello, which I don't know, if that's what they're intended for, but he's very cute. He has this hand can do that too. He can't pivot his little stomach or anything, just his hands. But he's a cutie. I'm gonna paint him probably like a Chicken McNugget box, because that's kind of what I've been wanting to do. He's got a lot of little flourishes. And he's just cute. He was 40 bucks, so that's kind of pricey in my mind for something, but you know, sometimes con brain takes over, and you're just like, yeah, I need this. Can he hold a spoon? Let's find out. That's a great question. Yes he can. He can hold a spoon. No one told me whether I got a good or bad deal on things yet. I'm not ready for those results. Yes, so he can hold a spoon. I think that's actually pretty cute. Dreadnought. First thing. The next thing I bought from the bits vendor, I don't know what this is. Nobody knows what the... Oh, he's about to fall off his base. So we might need to repair him in a little bit. I don't know what this is. He's a guy. He's just a man with a bionic body and lightning claws and also a church on his back. He has hooved feet. He's not standing up very well. I don't know what this is. No, I'm good. I'm fine with my purchases not being, appraised, I guess. I would like to know what this guy is from. I think he's a kit bash that somebody made at one point. There's metal parts and plastic parts to him, it feels like. He kind of seemed just like a weirdo, so I wanted to adopt him. And now his, leg's broken off, but we'll fix that. He's just a weird guy. I don't know. He needed a home. I needed to have someone reimburse me for like $10, so I was like, yeah, just buy me this dumb lad, and absolutely. He also has like a little metal tail, which is kind of interesting, so we like him. Simply a gentleman, yeah. Yeah, he was like the best find that we had at the Bits place, because I was just like, I don't know what this is, nor does anybody else. And he was relatively cheap. So, just a guy. And then also, we found this little dude who's tootin' on a little horn. He's like a little trumpeter. Don't know what his deal is. Will likely repaint him. But he just kind of had, like, an energy. And that's pretty neat. I don't know what he's from. I don't know who he belongs to. But he's mine now. And he's gonna be a great herald of things to come. Good, bad, doesn't matter. He's my boy now. Alright. The next thing that I fished out of my bag of purchases, this is a gift for my friend Cam, who doesn't have a Fate deck for Malifaux. I saw this one. Cam likes rats, and it had a rat on the package. And I was like, Z's gonna love this. So I got this as a gift for Cam. And hopefully it'll go over well. The harbinger of sugary goodness. I like that. So that's another thing that I purchased. I got this very valuable basing material to base clowns with because I bought it at the con, so I didn't have to order it online, which is maybe not the most exciting purchase in the world, but it's a good one. We like that. Sorry, I'm just digging through all the packaging and stuff. Ugh. Some of these purchases were put in my case for safekeeping, so I'm getting those out. Please stand by. Where's the other guy that I had? There he is. Oh, there's a paintbrush. I did not purchase that at the con. Honestly, based on the state that it is in, it would make sense to retire it from use. But I shan't be doing that. Okay. Looks like... yeah, that's everything. Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. Alright, of things that I had been keeping safe in my case... Hello, lobster. Sweet tooth. Yeah, that's a pretty good pun. Lobster has come by to say hello. He's a good boy. Alright, so these... I started painting one of them at the con. These are little robots from... trying to get the camera to focus. These are little robots from Fallout? I think they're called Protectrons. And I got 3 of those. Because I'm a sucker for robots. I don't know jack shit about Fallout, really. But I do love a cute little robot. And I assembled 2... Well, Mark assembled 2 of them. But then the third one was sacrificed because I was doing a kit bashing meetup. And was used to make this beautiful mistake of nature. This is a very tall goblin with robot legs and arms and a shield for a torso and a little cape. I made this while Trent from Miscast made something that I'll show you guys. But yeah, this is my kit bash. I've got a lot to learn in the ways of kit bashing, but I kind of love him. He's very chaotic. I don't really know if he's good, but he makes sense in my heart. So, yeah. He gets to join his friends. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do, yeah, over here. So, I think some of you know that I freaking love Chainsaw Man, like, a lot. I really enjoyed that anime. And while tragically, absolutely tragically, they did not have Best Boy Aki, I did get this trio of Chainsaw Man miniatures. These are by Impact Miniatures, who always has the cutest shit at their booth. It's a little Chainsaw Man that Lobster wants to chew on. So this is a little... You can't eat Denji! No! No! It's a little Denji, and a little Pochita, and a little Lobster rubbing up against the camera to cause chaos. And then, Power to complete the trio, who isn't primed yet. And she's got, like, a little chibi blood mallet, which I love. Yeah. Lobster's just gone full con, and is trying to eat Denji, so that's great. I'm friends with people on the Goobertown Discord, and Sharp was giving out... I don't know Sharp's real name, I only know usernames. Sharp was giving out kobolds, so I got a kobold. Mark, I think this might actually be your kobold thief, because I had a kobold warrior, so I don't know if we got them mixed up, or if you're missing a kobold. If you are, I'll send him to you. Or maybe you got my warrior and we just traded somehow. But I do have a kobold, so we'll see if we can find the other one. Sorry about that if I accidentally stole your kobold, man. The next thing I got, and I got the farthest painting while at the con, is this, crab. He's a relic blade guy. I was painting him in a cotton candy color scheme. I really love this sculpt. I love most of the relic blade sculpts, but, like, this crab is just so ready for mischief. He's got he is dual wielding, so he can smack everybody down. Yeah, I love him. I would die for this crab. He's beautiful. Rave crab. Absolutely. You can start to see the pile growing. And we've still got stuff, so... This is more stuff acquired from the bits vendor. I'm not gonna show you, like, the bits part of it, because some of it was cut up and sacrificed for kit bashing. But I will show you the other, like, the non-bit stuff. I got these skeletons. I think they're Grave Guard. I think that's all the ones that are, like, full models and that I didn't sacrifice to the jaws of the kit bash. Oh, I also have... I've always wanted one of these little weirdos. I think I have a flight stand for him. Yeah. Sorry, everything's just in bags. I didn't organize this in any kind of cinematic way. I've always kind of wanted one of these weird little Zinch stingrays, because why wouldn't I want that? What a goon. I don't know how well he's gonna stand on his flight stand without glue, but... he's just like this weird little stingray kind of guy. I don't know. He had chaotic vibes, and he was very cheap, so... he was perfect. I'm gonna glue him onto his... I don't know what I'm going to do with... I have no idea what I'm using this for. But Goblin Brain said that I needed it, so I purchased it. Oh, the camera is needing to be refocused. It might have just been that I was not holding something up to it. Let me see if I can... I think you're getting the detail. It's just... it's not zenithal or anything, so it's hard to see all the bits on there. Yeah, I think I might use him for a kit bash. Maybe like a riff on Sharkleberry Finn Kool-Aid? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then here are the skeletons that I got. This is the one that really made me go, I need this. He was the one that made me decide that, and I'm working on getting the camera to focus. Sorry about that. Come on now. Please? Camera. I need to show... there we go. This was the one where I was like, I want to paint this guy. He's got a weird little shield. He's got a weird little bat helmet. And a little sword. He looks like he's ready. He's trying to get a promotion or something, you know? And I just love his energy. And then, like, we've also got this guy who has a sword. I just love their goofy little bat wing helmets, really. And then this is, like, the third in their little squad. I think they might be best friends. But they all have... they just got great little helmets and personalities, so I had to have them. And again, they were pretty cheap. I think it was like $8 for 5 of them, and I sacrificed a few for kit bashing purposes, so... yeah. Not a bad deal in the end, really. And then this is all, like, the bits that I have left over from that. So, that's... I'm not gonna pull out the individual bits to show you. Next up, we have another Relic Blade purchase. Because Relic Blade's really cool. These are the shrimp from Relic Blade. And I got the last, shrimp... like, that they had in stock, which is funny because last year I got the last faction box for Apostles of the Deep that they had in stock. And, Brent from Goobertown was over there while I was buying them, and he kept letting everybody who came up asking about shrimp know that I was the one who had purchased the final shrimp, so he was letting people know to blame me for that. But they're just like little shrimp with spears. And it looks like they have extra spears that I don't exactly... like, maybe they get strapped to their back or something. I don't know where they go, but... yeah, just little shrimp. I'm probably going to put them back in their bag because I don't want to lose them and they're smaller. But we got some scrimp. As you can see, I have a thing for little weirdos. I'm not gonna at Brent for that. I think I just dropped some spears on the ground, so that bodes well for me ever finding that. Oh wait, they're shiny. The advantage of Relic Blade. Yeah, Brent is extremely convincing with his Relic Blade sales pitch. He might not be sponsored by them, but he should be. Alright, who loves a mystery? Mystery minis are fun. Picked these up from the Frost Grave, or I think it was either Frost Haven. I'm gonna bet that it was Frost Haven, or Frost Grave, or Gloomhaven. It was one of those. But I was walking by after getting my knight fitted with his new battle foam coffin to live in, and they saw him and they were like, we love him. And they had a little dude, for lack of a better word, they had a little like goblin mind stealer or something. I don't remember what it was called. But they gave me and Mark and Lila and James, who were all walking together, because they liked the ice cream night, they gave us all free mystery minis. So let's see what's in here. We've got a person with a spear. The camera doesn't want to focus on it very well. There we go. Person with spear. Looks like just a human. Not very exciting to me. But hey, sometimes in a mystery, you just get a human. And that's okay. It was free. Maybe this one will be cooler. Oh, hell yeah, it's cooler. Oh yeah, Lila actually gave me this one, because she didn't want to paint it. I forgot that we had opened these up. I have no idea what he actually is. He's this big Muppet-looking guy. He reminds me of Ludo from Labyrinth, and one of his horns is broken, and he's goofy and silly, and his sword could be a crinkle-cut french fry if I wanted it to be. Yeah, I like him. He's good. We got a good one. Lorge. Cephalofair game. Frosthaven and Groom... Okay, Roz is just diagnosing all the shit that I bought. Despite not going to Adepticon, Roz knows all. I appreciate that. I got given these free bits. They're World Eaters bits. I have no use for these, but I did keep them. He is a dreamboat. You are correct, Andy. Other shit that I bought at Adepticon. Almost a warning to make sure that you don't buy it. Don't forget your sprue cutters and your plastic cement. Bring those. Don't buy them there. Although these are much nicer than the sprue cutters I had before, so I don't really mind it. I haven't tried out this plastic cement yet, but apparently it's blue, so that's different. We got blue raspberry flavored cement. Welcome back, Josh. Also primer. Yeah, I'm not gonna show off the primer on stream because it's a can of primer. But also bring primer if you can. If you're not flying in, you might want to bring some primer if you want to spend some time painting minis. Okay, I got a variety pack of stickers, and one of these is gonna be Nurgle themed. Now, don't you freak out. I didn't choose, well, I did technically choose the Nurgle one, but it was a gift for Mark, who we forgot to exchange it, so he's also, he's also gonna be getting that in the mail. But we got corn, and little corn demons, and it's very cute. We've got an orc and his little goblin friend. Some space marines and a pizza oven. I guess this is from Baron of Dice. This is the Nurgle one that I'm gonna send Mark. It's about as cute as Nurgle can be, and it's still horrifying. This one is just a holographic knight, so that's pretty cool. And I had one other one. That's hopefully not lost. Oh, here it is. And they have a Tzeentch one, too. They had a Slaanesh one, but Slaanesh isn't really my vibe, so... yeah. These stickers were super cute, though, and I'm probably gonna put them on my, like, miniature carrying case. And then, for a friend, I picked up the event-exclusive Warhammer guy, this guy, and then they wanted 2 of the Commissars, so we've got double Commissar. I'm not gonna say much about these because I'm not gonna paint them, and I don't need them, but I picked them up for a friend, so they're technically part of my haul. And now I'm gonna show you the most special thing that I got at Adepticon, which wasn't a purchase at all. So, yeah, this is... I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Trent from Miscast, is one of the people who really inspired me to create a channel and to actually paint miniatures however I wanted to paint them, that there really aren't rules and conventions in the Warhammer hobby, except for the ones that you decide to ascribe to yourself. I was really self-conscious about how I painted miniatures at first, and seeing him always just breaking stuff and making it into new stuff on his channel was a huge inspiration. So I actually got to meet him and hang out with him and stuff this Adepticon, and while I was kit bashing this chaotic little goblin, he wanted to make something for my clown collab. He told me to go and buy the crustiest goblin that I could find from the bits vendor, and he sculpted him into this absolutely gorgeous clown goblin. This is a sneak preview. I will absolutely be painting him up. I don't know what the base model is. I think it's a Tzeentch horror or something of some kind. Someone can probably diagnose him. I was definitely told. I definitely didn't remember. But Trent sculpted the face and the juggling balls and the little clown shoe, and he gave him a little clown ruff, and I chose him because he looked super crusty, and he was sitting in with the goblins despite not being a goblin, and I was a little scared to bring him back to Trent and be like, I know you asked for a goblin, and I brought you this instead. And I was worried that I had made the wrong choice, but Trent absolutely assured me that I had made the correct one, and was very excited about it, and he sculpted this up for me. And I've got footage of that for a video, so I won't go into too much detail, but I don't think you guys are aware how important this clown goblin is to me. But he's very, very important. And I love him. He's probably my favorite thing that I technically ended up purchasing. Because, Trent gave me some money to buy a base model. Which was again, very generous of him. We're gonna go through the other gifts that I received in terms of miniatures. Mark's in the chat, so I'm just gonna let him know now. I'm not showing off the Tato that he brought me from Ireland, nor the other souvenirs in that respect, because those are for me, not for the channel. They're not minis, so it doesn't matter. But I was also gifted, in a sense, Scarlet from the Goobertown server took the opportunity to start painting up this clown goblin, also for the same collab, and had to go, but left it to me to finish. I consider this a gift, because holy shit, what a start we have. He's beautiful, and we will finish him, and he's gonna be just gorgeous. So yeah, we've got him. And then I was also gifted this beautiful Chaos Garf Marine by GMJ, who is frankly just, like, what is there to say about Garf Marine other than to just sort of marvel in his beauty? He is the moment. He's a Chaos Garf Marine. Like, he's perfect. He's perfect. Yeah, the Garf Marine is amazing. They're cheese and onion tato, in case you're curious, Riley. I don't know if that makes a difference. So Trent's gifts, they didn't just stop at the beautiful clown that he sculpted. He also gave Mark and I this, this rat that he made kind of a Warhammer bootleg out of. You can check out his latest video to see him making that. But this is a beautiful guy. I love that I got to play some Necromunda, so I'm definitely going to be, like, painting him probably Necromunda style. I feel like the shoulder pad is begging for some hazard stripes, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is the bootleg rat. It's the bootleg rat. And then Trent also gifted me 3 more miniatures, one of which I then wanted to pay it forward and gift to Mark because, Trent always seems to be in the spirit of just sharing things with people. So I passed along my least favorite of, these kind of weird, funky, neon, I don't really know what they are, or how he made them, guys. But Mark has one, and I have the other 2. This is my favorite of the 3 that I got, because he looks like Party Boy, but different. Like, if you put Party Boy through an AI generator, this is what it would give you. I don't know what he is or why, but he's beautiful, and I love him, and he's my son now. And I like that he's neon pink. He does look like jelly. I'm almost hesitant to paint him, because, like, how do you improve upon perfection like that? And then there's also this, which kind of looks like a face hugger and a... I don't even know what it would have had a baby with, but, like, it's just weird. It's very Trent. I don't know. I like it, but it also terrifies me in a way. And I feel like that's kind of... It's very miscast. It's not miscast as in poorly cast, but just very Trent. I think I've kept you in suspense long enough. There's just one more thing that I purchased at Adepticon. And I would like, if you have any guesses left, as to what it might be, do let me know in the chat. I'm curious as to what your favorite thing I've picked up so far is. I mean, Trent sculpted this goblin for me, so that's probably my favorite, but, you know, we've had some good purchases. Soda might already know what it is. Roz is guessing night number 3. Goober is here just in time for the reveal of the last thing I purchased. Yeah, Roz, you kind of got it in one. But I now have, a Knight Castellan. This was on a good discount. I did get a deal for it, but yeah, it's a rather large purchase relative to everything else. a Knight Castellan. New in the box, because at the time that I went shopping, there were no pre-assembled Knight Castellans. And they did have a pre-assembled Knight Dominus later on, but I wanted the Castellan. So I'm going to have to suffer, because, I'm gonna have to assemble this. And I don't want to do it, but I do want to paint it. So this is everything, though. This is my entire... Well, I also bought a box of Carnival miniatures, as a thank you to a friend who was cat-sitting for me, but she dropped off the key this morning, so I don't have them, and they weren't for me, so I don't know that I can consider them part of the haul exactly. How did I do, guys? Did I is this a good enough Adepticon haul? Are we happy with this? I'm hoping so. I'm pretty satisfied with everything. I feel like I bought just the right amount of new stuff that I don't feel overwhelmed. Yeah, Mark, you should have just gone and assembled the Knight Castellan instead of losing at Malifaux, but hey, that's what you do. I'm getting some claps, I'm getting some approvals. No part of me wants to toot my own horn or say anything ridiculously egotistic, but, when people are joking about my knight being the talk of Adepticon, I have to acknowledge that in some way. The few brief moments that my knight was out, I talked about dropping him off at daycare quite a bit. I was actually too nervous to say that I was entering the Golden Demon, so I just said I was taking my knight to daycare, because that made it easier in my mind. But I transported him there in a plastic bucket with a trash bag over it to protect him from the rain. But my friend Jesse stopped by and I took him out to show him off. And he must have only been out of the bin for about a minute and a half before 2 or 3 people stopped by to say that they loved that and asked for a photograph of it. I was so flustered that all I could do was say thank you and really move on, and then go and enter him in the Golden Demon. And to be fair, I saw a couple of people stop and smile at him or something like that, or say that it was cool. And throughout the con, I heard a couple of people talking, and people would, like, report, like, Lila had said that a few people had said nice things about my knight, or something like that. And that was overwhelming, but even then, I was still just like, oh, that's kind of nice that some people liked it. It wasn't really until I was taking my knight, to get sized up for, battle foam, and was getting stopped about every 4 steps by someone to either say that they loved the knight, that he was their favorite in the Golden Demon case, or something to that effect, that it really sunk in. I cannot explain to you, really, what it felt like to hardly be able to get through the vendor hall, because people kept saying nice things about my knight. So many people have told me that this was their favorite thing in the case, which is insane, because there is such high-level work in that case. But everybody really did talk about it, and that's really cool. It's so cool. I was so scared to, like, put him in and have him be standing next to some really gross Nurgle thing. And to be fair, he was standing next to some really gross Nurgle things for a point in time. But people had really nice things to say. And when I went to go pick up this clown from Trent, he was over by the Golden Demon case, and he was kind enough to say that I did a really good job on my knight, and that it was his favorite thing in the case too. And whether he was saying that to be nice because he's genuinely a nice person, or because it was his genuine opinion, I've decided not to care either way, and to just believe that he told the truth, and that it was. And that's a really incredible way to be recognized by people that you really admire, saying things like that about your work. It's very overwhelming. And it's definitely encouraged me. Like, I cannot wait to start painting this Knight Castellan and to turn him into the banana split knight that I envision. It's a lot. And I'm very happy about it. But, yeah, I've had the best time at Adepticon, and I have so many fun little projects now. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with these, but I'm so happy to have them. I'm so happy to find that my knight is well received. Yeah, so the Castellan, like, if you look at his, if you, like, turn this upside down, okay? And then his carapace is basically that like, boat-shaped bowl that you get banana splits in. What else? How else are you supposed to paint him, if not as a banana split? He is the perfect vehicle for that. And I've been wanting to paint a banana split thing for ages. I've just never had the right model. So I'm very excited to have it now. And I'm gonna have to find a way to work a spoon into it, because people were giving me feedback on my knight, and the things they were talking about were, they were saying they loved that it was a power spoon, which I really liked that people were saying, because I meant it as a replacement for a power sword, and they got the joke of it. They said they really liked the basing, so they got that it was like a cookie path. They liked the freehand. They liked the whipped cream and the syrup, and I got to talk with Eric's Hobby Workshop about how I did the whipped cream with Decadent products, and he thought it was cool. And no one said a thing about mold lines or about the color scheme being dumb, the paints not being thin, none of that. Everybody was just, they just wanted to talk about that they liked it and thought it was cool. And when, like, people were asking or we were talking about stuff that we had painted, if I said, oh yeah, the ice cream knight in the case is mine, they would all be like, oh, you painted that? I really like that one. To have started this hobby by painting ice cream orcs and having them super be questioned at my local gaming club, to now being the talk of my favorite convention, and having people say so many nice things is quite a turnaround, and it's very, very cool. And honestly, I'm so fired up to compete in Golden Demon again. I don't think I'll ever win, right? But now I'm just fighting against, people liked the Strawberry Knight. I want to give them something even better next year. And I'll have a better case to transport it in. So, there's that. But yeah, that was kind of the big, that's the haul. The big thing about Adepticon was, oh shit, my camera just decided to have a moment. It's back, sorry about that. Yeah, the night was cool. I got to try out new games, too. I got to learn how to play Shadow Dark, which is a TTRPG. Shout out to James for running that, which was really cool. I had a lot of fun with it. And I also got to play Necromunda, which I kind of love. I love Necromunda so much that I bought Mark a Necromunda team with the hopes that he would paint it and bring it to Adepticon next year so we could have a big Necromunda Battle Royale or something. He chose Corpse Grinder Cult for anyone interested. So technically I did also purchase that, but it was a gift and I don't have it. But I'm so fired. I want to play more Necromunda. I kind of want to build Necromunda terrain, but I'd have to make it candy themed, and I feel like that is just not gonna fit with the whole, the whole Necromunda vibe, so I don't know about that. Yeah, I think Mark might have wanted, like, Escher, but they didn't have it in stock at the Bits place, so we just went with what they had, and I don't think he's gonna complain about Corpse Grinder Cults too much, so... V, happy with my corpses, thank you so much. The silliest purchase of Adepticon, I think, would be when I took Mark to Medieval Times, because what else are you gonna do when someone comes to America for a con and is also 10 minutes away from a medieval time. Are you not gonna take them? No, I'm a great host. We went to medieval times, and Mark wanted to buy a sword, but it was like, you're never gonna get that on the plane. So he purchased some bracers, like some cool leather bracers, and they looked unnecessarily badass with all of his punk outfits. The only point in time where they did not look badass was when we were trying to figure out how to lace them up for the first time. That was an experience. I didn't purchase anything at medieval times, which I think shows a level of self-control that I've never heretofore experienced. You'll make me some candy terrain, Mark? That would be really cool. I'd like that a lot. I really had the best Adepticon I possibly could have had. Honestly, finding a knight, like, the only other thing I kind of wanted but didn't buy was, a Demon Prince. I still want the new Demon Prince kit, but it hasn't gotten to the point where that's cheap yet. It's still expensive, so if anybody ever finds a good deal on the Demon Prince kit, hit me up. I will probably purchase it. Although, maybe I'll give my wallet a couple of weeks to breathe, because, we done some spending. Even though you don't see it because it's been consumed, con food is very overpriced, and also not good. It's fine. I ate a lot of very dry chicken tendies, so, you know, sometimes you work with what you got. Yeah, but, I mean, so many great memories. Mark assembled these Protectrons in the hotel room while we watched BattleBots on the TV, because I have not had cable in forever, and I forgot how much trash is on American TV. So Adepticon does not have food trucks like Gen Con did. It is just food in the convention hall, and then there are there's like a restaurant, a Starbucks, and like a little weird quick service kind of stand in the hotel lobby. Anything else you kind of have to either DoorDash in or leave the convention for. So, the food situation isn't always great. They do technically have some vegetarian options. Mark ate a lot of cheese pizza and onion rings. It's definitely not as diverse as, the Gen Con offers were. So no, like, lobster roll and cupcake trucks. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's acceptable. We did have an automatic pancake machine at the hotel for the complimentary breakfast, which was pretty neat. Mark thought that was really cool. I'm trying to think of what other really... and then we did leave campus one day. I know a place around. So if you're ever... going to Adepticon and you want pastries, I can recommend a place, but I'm not putting it out there into the world, because if they get swarmed and I can't go there next Adepticon, I'm not gonna be the cause of that problem. But I do know a fantastic bakery that also apparently has pretty good coffee. I don't drink coffee. Their hot chocolate was lit as hell. But, there's tons of restaurants that are just, like, within 10 minutes of the con. Is Adepticon always in Chicago? I believe so. I believe it's been there for many years, and for so many practicality reasons, I hope that it stays there. I don't want it to move. It needs to stay where it is. I need it to not roam. It should stay at that hotel. The layout is perfect for the size of the convention. It's very easy to get around. I have a lobster coming in to cuddle with me, so sorry about that. I'm gonna purr into the camera. Lobster. I don't know if the microphone can pick any of that up. But the boy do be purrin'. Yeah, no, I'm not prepared for that bakery to get swarmed by everybody all of a sudden. I like it the way that it is. Quiet. Full of delicious treats. And just far away enough that, like, not everybody's gonna go there. I mean, there's tons of great food around the con, but obviously the hotel is not going to want people to leave the hotel to get food. So they offer stuff that's just reasonable enough that you're like, it would cost more to get an Uber somewhere else, might as well. So, what can you do? You spend a day or two eating crappy chicken fingers, and it's... You're purr-bombing the stream, Lobster. Oh, no. He's such a loud purrer, my cat is. If you guys have any questions about Adepticon, feel free to toss them in the chat, and I'll answer them. Probably just hang out for another little bit. I'm kind of too tired to paint or assemble anything. I do need to pack up all of the lads, so I'll start doing that soon. I hope you guys want to see some of these as future projects on the channel. Because I'd really like to, paint some up for you. I think it'll be pretty fun. Exactly, Josh, you get it. You can't tell everybody about the good restaurants. You have to vet them and make sure that they're quality people. Were there any cosplayers there? That's a good question. There are always some people in cosplay. Mostly it's Warhammer cosplay. But there were a couple other people. I think there was someone who was either, like, a, generic druid, or she could have been the, like, nature-y character from Critical Role. I didn't watch Season 1 of Critical Role, so I don't know who it is, but the one that has, like, the antlers. Someone's gonna know what I'm talking about, maybe. There were people, definitely dressed as, like, Space Marines, Death Corps of Krieg guys. There was a funny little parade of Adeptus Mechanicus cosplayers who, were dressed in robes, had a sign that said Chat GPT is heresy, and were handing out little tiny gears to anybody who passed by them. Just, like, tiny little watch parts. It was really kind of cute and funny. So that was interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Sorry, Lobster has decided that it's solidly cuddle hours, so I have to work around him. The Adeptus dudes were fun. You always have at least one guy wearing, like, Space Marine power armor. So I wouldn't say that there's a lot of cosplayers, but there's enough where it doesn't stand out if somebody's in cosplay. It's just kind of like, yep, that seems about right. Oh, I didn't see those guys, Mark. That's pretty cool. Some guys in, vault jumpsuits. Didn't see any, like, anime cosplayers, so no JoJo Bizarre Adventure. But, you know, I ended up with Chainsaw Man minis just the same, so I ain't complaining. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna try and do a candy version of Chainsaw Man, or, just regular ones. But either way, I'm psyched to have these. You should let me know if you want regular Denji or, like, I don't know, demonic gumdrop Denji. Pochita is... I mean, I could paint Pochita to look like a little donut. And I think that would be very cute. Maybe I'll do a candy squad. Why the fuck not? It's what I'm known for now. Yeah, Ghostbuster outfit seems like it would have fit in there. Like, if people were dressed as, like, Star Trek guys, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if I think it was the new Fallout Skirmish game. I honestly didn't pay any attention to the game, to what it actually was, because Mark just kept pointing out the cute little robots to me. And the, game board that they had on display, I got a photo of it, but, it had a little soda bottle guy with a face. He was like a mascot character. And I was much more distracted by that and trying to see if they had that model for sale, which they didn't, than anybody else. So, yeah, I wasn't the best at scouting out what the actual Fallout game was. I just kind of was there for the robots. This should not surprise anybody who knows me. I freaking love cute little robots. Candy is my burden now. Yeah, that tracks. Listen, sometimes you develop a signature style, and that's fine. Yeah, please do send me a photo, Mark. And also, everybody, thank Mark for staying up till 2 a.m. to watch this stream. Because he did not have to do that, and he has a dissertation that he's supposed to be writing, but he wanted to support my Adepticon Hall stream, and that's pretty rad. I still love this kobold. I hope that we just traded kobolds, and then you still have a kobold, and I now just have a different kobold. Orange and chocolate, Denji? That could work. Yeah. So I like the little celebrate react. That's cute. Mark was a good con buddy. He looked after me. He made sure that I was doing okay. I do recommend having a buddy to go to a con with if you can manage it. Even if it's somebody that, like, you're gonna meet there. Doing cons by yourself can be a lot. I've so far never had to do one by myself. I've always had, like, a roommate or something like that for the hotel. I'm gonna go to Adepticon regardless, but man, am I really hoping that Mark's able to go again next year, because he was such a good con buddy. I kind of don't want to advance to a different con buddy. I like the one that I have. I'm really hyped to paint that Dreadnought, especially now that he's holding that little spoon. He looks so cute. Dairy Queen's smaller sundaes come with smaller spoons, so maybe I have to get someone to take me to Dairy Queen again, so I can be like, hello, can I please have a tinier spoon because I have a tinier boy now? Just to keep things in scale. I mean, wait until I get my hands on those baby Necromunda Knights. Practically, I'll have to buy, another Necromunda gang so I can make them work with the Knights, because apparently the Ashwaste Nomads can't take those. But I need those in my heart and my soul. Maybe that'll be a Kit Bash project that I do. I've always been saying that I need to do more Kit Bash projects, and then I don't do them. And it's really fun to just make this Dreadnought look like he's talking. He's got claws. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. Yeah, do everything you can to go. I hope you can make it, Mark. Soda, you talk to me about what I can Kit Bash them into, or we can just say they count as. Because I don't know how much Kit Bashing I actually want to do. I like their base model. Oh yeah, they could be mechanical bugs. That's fair. That's everything. Like, I think as far as not buying stuff I'm not going to use, I did pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. I could see myself painting all of this. Will I paint all of it? That's a question. What is the basing paste that I got? This is Huge miniatures, texture paste, effect gel, 2 ounce, mud, hashtag tex081. This is the stuff that I used on the Clown Goblins base. I had purchased it online before, but they had a booth at the con selling it, so I just got another one, so that Clown Collab 2.0 could proceed uninhibited. Yeah, hi Max! I was doing an Adepticon haul. I kinda had been gearing up for Adepticon, and was a little bit tired because of that. So unfortunately, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be doing, like, hobby stuff for. I don't know that I'm gonna start assembling a Knight Castellan, but I guess we could unbox him and see what's in here. We've done all the haul part, and I'm not gonna take- I just put everything away, so I'm not gonna take it all back out, but, like, you can rewind, and the VOD will be up and all that good stuff. Okay. Let's just take a deep breath and hope that this feels lighter than the previous Knight booklet. Let's hope, let's all just collectively will that the assembly for this is not gonna suck ass. Alright. Yeah, I still believe every time I buy a box that I'm gonna open the box and the assembled miniature is gonna be in there, and it never fucking is. It never is. Alright. Let's see. Already, this is too much information for just a leg. Holy shit. I don't want to do it. It looks similar to how the previous Knight legs went together, though, so it's possible. It's possible, it's okay. This looks like the same assembly that did make me cry for the previous Knight legs, but, like, I know how to do it, so it might be okay. This, however, is new. That's a new stupid-looking part. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like... This is a gun. It shouldn't be in that many pieces. Nope. Nope. Okay. You know what? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. Well, technically 8. There's still assembly instructions on here. Even if it's just stick that to that and put it on the base. There's 8 pages of instruction. I don't like that. I don't. I'm not a pro at assembling knights. Let's see. The Knight Castellan is at 30 power, which is hilarious because nobody in the history of Warhammer has ever used the power level. They've always used the point cost. He has a plasma decimator, a shield breaker missile, twin melta-guns, twin siege breaker cannons, a volcano lance, and, for those of you who care about it, he has titanic feet. So make of that what you will. He does seem pretty cool. He has 28 wounds, which is pretty insane. But he also probably is really expensive. He's basically the biggest knight that you can get for your knight army outside of if you're rich and play Adeptus Titanicus. And I will not be buying, a Warlord Titan because I've watched, I don't have like $2,000 to buy one, okay? I love you all, but, that's just not realistic for my budget. Oh god, there's so much fucking plastic in here. Fuck this shit. No thank you. Not in the slightest. I don't like... 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 I don't like Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I wonder if his base size is the same as my other knight. It's actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna compare them. Ugh. For any of you worried, he made it back fine. Oh yeah, it looks like... Same base size. Okay, cool. That's nice to know. Nurgle never. I won my Malifaux game, so I will not be painting Nurgle. I've been marked safe from Nurgle this year. Adeptus Titanicus, never. Not unless I suddenly gain a whole lot more patrons. Am I gonna be playing Adeptus Titanicus? Yeah, I was thinking the harpoon could maybe be a spoon. We'll see what happens. We'll find a place for it there. Yeah, it's a lot of bits. I'm definitely gonna do an assembly stream at some point, maybe, and also I will cry. Well, Mark, just come to America again. You can assemble that for me then. I'll buy something stupid at next Adepticon and you can put it together for me. All the knights are goons. Yes, that is confirmed. I'm sorry, I don't want to paint Nurglings. And Mark also had like a gross plague marine guy, so I wouldn't have even gotten to paint a Nurgling if he had won the Malifaux. I would have had to paint something gross. I do have better clippers to assemble things with. And like I said, I'm not going to start assembly because it is late and I have to return to the world of capitalism tomorrow and I am not looking forward to that. That's going to be a tough transition for me. But yeah, I think I'm about ready to wrap up this stream. I feel like we've gone over the haul. We've talked about my Adepticon experience a little bit. Had a good time. I really missed everybody, so I'm glad to see you all here. Everybody tuning in, I really appreciate it. If YouTube stats are correct, there's been like 24 people tuning in, which is pretty big for me, so thank you. Unless there's any other Adepticon questions that you want answered, I think I'll wrap it up for now. But yeah, I definitely recommend Adepticon to anybody who's thinking of going. And if you do end up going, feel free to stop by and say hello. I'm usually one of like 2 people wearing pastels at the con, so it's real easy to find me, I promise. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. Thanks so much for tuning in. For giving my knights some love and for just supporting me and all the weird shit that I paint and do. Y'all mean a lot. Everybody have a good night and be good to each other. Goodbye!